Well, where are you at? No, where are you at, Paul? No, I've got to deal with this child called Deathstalker. No, listen, this guy, he's growling right now. He's pretty PO'd, I think. When are you gonna be here next week? Are you gonna be here the week after that?
Are you guys?
See, what? Hold on. What?
Are you guys doing an interview?
Man, I ain't got time for an interview. I've got bigger things to worry about. Paul right now is on the phone. I got to deal with this big baby right here. I gotta go. Yeah, Paul. No, listen. No, it's a child. Okay.
Hello everybody, welcome to Air Wrestling this week. Daniel Terry here with you along with my co-host John Diamond. And the interview you were supposed to have at the top of the show didn't quite pan out, did it?
I don't know why they were standing there ranting and raving.
I don't know. We got a few people around here that like to rant and rave and go on, don't we?
I can't think of any other than them.
But anyway, James Coe obviously not happy with his position right now, having to, as he puts it, babysit the Deathstalker.
More like Zuki.
But kind of understand James been put in a tough situation.
I think he's jealous.
Jealous of.
Look at the main event tonight. Deathstalker against the television champion, Draven Lee.
Yes, he is the current television champion, and we really didn't receive word. Mr. Wendell was actually here earlier today, and I've not heard any confirmation whether this will be Draven Lee's first title defense or not. Which may be a good sign. I know you're wanting that decision reversed.
He should be champion. You saw his pain's foot on the road. Everybody saw it.
Well, we're going to be actually showing you a few stills of that. Hopefully give a little bit of clarity. We know we've talked about it a little bit and haven't really shown the folks, but I think we're going to have a few stills of that up today and let everybody kind of see what we're talking about. Don't want to make it a trend, but I'll have to agree with John. There definitely is a case to be made. And you guys will get to see that. Also, getting ready to come up here just here in a few minutes with a match. What do we got in store for the folks at home?
Bobby Dark and Noah Richards.
I figured you'd be happy about that.
I'm happy that Noah Richards is going to hurt him, because that's what's going to happen. But I'm not happy with what happened to Noah Richards November 10th.
What happened to him?
He was forced into 2 matches and wound up getting his hand almost broken.
Well, if any of you guys watching were there, you know that that's not the case. Noah Richards felt necessary to come out and, pretty much Noah Richards' MO, come out and tell everybody how he wasn't getting any competition, this, that, and the other. And just so happened, Funkmaster V was there that night, wound up Noah Richards and the Funkmaster V had a match. Noah Richards wound up injuring himself. He injured himself, but I think more or less what you're referring to is that Noah Richards was forced to participate in the match that he was scheduled in later on that night versus former TV champion David Michaels.
David Michaels took advantage of Funkmaster V's dirty tactics in hurting Noah Richards' hand, and David Michaels decides he was going to target Noah's hand. Why would David target Noah's hand?
What dirty tactic did Funkmaster V use?
You saw it, you know what
rolling out of the way? But anyway, folks.
What has Noah ever done to David Michaels to cause him to do something like that?
I don't know.
To attack the man's hand.
Broke his hand?
Noah Richards did not break David Michaels' hand.
Really? I could have swore. We might have to dig up that footage and re-air it.
No, there's no sense in digging up the past. we've got other things to focus on.
Oh, really?
We've got something big coming up in December.
Yeah, Toys for Joy. We're looking forward to that show.
Are you?
Yeah, why wouldn't I be?
Just
It's always a good opportunity to team up with Helping Hands Charity and help some kids at Christmas time. And we're very privileged to be able to participate in that. We're going to be bringing you some more information on that probably next week, and hopefully have that card ran down.
Well, we know that's December 15th, Oneida High School in Oneida, Tennessee. Admission is one unwrapped toy, am I correct? And that's all great and good and everything, but right now we've got Bobby Dark stupidly challenging Noah Richards.
Well, Bobby Dark, very good wrestler, and had a few good showings here with their wrestling, but Bobby Dark don't have the experience of Noah Richards.
We all see that right now.
All right, John, here we got your buddy Noah Richards. He's going to be taking on Bobby Dark this week.
I'm glad Noah's feeling better.
Well, yeah, he did have some sort of a hand injury at the last show. And
Look how stupid Bobby Dark is.
Uh,
And now look what happened.
Yep, Noah Richards going to take him down to the mat right here with a side headlock takeover and applying a choke. And,
That's what's good for him.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you're Bobby Dark's a decent wrestler, you probably want to get in there and try to wrestle, but Noah
Smack
Richards,
him in the face ain't gonna help.
yeah, Noah Richards is upset here, man.
Wouldn't you be upset after what happened November 10th? I mean, he had to wrestle 2 matches.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he
He
did.
did not have to wrestle 2 matches. He came out there and started, as always, griping and complaining about not having any competition. Just so happened Funk Master V was there, and those guys got into a little bit of a verbal altercation, and hey, JJ Wendell happened to be in town. He was there, and he said, hey, you know, if you got a problem, why don't you guys solve it in the ring? Noah Richards was not scheduled to wrestle Funk Master V.
No, he was not, so he shouldn't have had to.
We didn't have to.
Yes, he did. JJ Wendell backed him in the corner and made him do it.
No, he didn't have to even come out. Wasn't any of his
He
business.
came out there expressing his opinion.
He didn't have any scheduled interview time, John. We didn't need his opinion.
Hey, it's free country. He can say what he wants to say. I mean,
Yeah, it is. You're 100% right. I believe in freedom of speech. But when you're going to run your mouth, you can't get mad when somebody swells it shut for you.
that didn't even happen. Now, he had the best of Funkmaster V. You saw it.
And here you got a lock up right here, and we need to get past that, John. We're kind of looking past this match a little bit. And here you got Bobby Dark applying the arm bar right here, and Noah in a little bit of trouble.
See, here's what Bobby Dark does not realize. He's outclassed. He does not have the talent or the experience as No Richards, and he has no chance.
Well,
I don't know why he even accepted this.
I agree that, well, he does the same thing we all do. He does what the office tells him to. I mean, that's what we all do. I mean, you're sitting here as a commentator right now, not because you want to. But, you know, we've got Bobby Dark in here. He's trying to make a name for himself, trying to remain on top of the show here each week here on Air Wrestling. And the way you do that is to take matches. And here you got Noah Richards taking back over again.
Well, he probably saw it as taking
almost
a match.
3 count right there.
He might have saw it as taking a match. What we're seeing is he's taking the beat. That's exactly what's happening.
Well, now there's no denying that Bobby Dark's still relatively new in the wrestling business. Been around 3-4 years. Noah Richards, 12-year veteran.
Big difference. And it shows.
Well, you know, if Noah Richards would use that skill that he has and that experience that he has, I'm sure that there's no limit at what he could do. But the fact is, John, that he doesn't always do
Well,
that.
see, he used skill and experience right there to get out of the head suit. You gotta give him credit for that.
Well, but you also have to give him credit for the fact that his first line of offense is always to come out and verbally tell everybody how the office and the company's doing him wrong.
Oh, he just tells the truth.
Well, I don't know that. But Noah once again back in control. What's he got here? A variation of, what is that? A Kimura maybe?
Yeah, that's what it looks like to me. Don't really see why Bobby had just tapped that one out. It's the safest thing to do.
Well, there's a way of getting out of it right there. Noah, there you
in the
see,
ropes.
that's how smart Noah Richards is. Noah knew he was going to be in those ropes before he even came over on that takedown.
Smart.
Now, I've never said Noah Richards is not a smart wrestler. He's a very smart wrestler. Got a lot of skill and a lot of talent in the ring, but his attitude a lot of times outshadows his talent. Here you got a vertical suplex, and I kept him up there for a bit. And Noah Richards saying he's got him beat right here.
What people call attitude is Noah Richards realizing how good he is and doing the world a public service by letting them know.
Why can't he just wrestle the match? People watch it and they say he's good. He doesn't have to. He doesn't have to come out every time something don't go his way and blame it on somebody else.
Hey, he blames it on the right party, which is usually
got
JJ Windell.
Bobby Dark right here going for a pin and pretty close right there. Got a 2 count on Noah Richards.
Noah Richards was just rested.
And looks like Bobby's trying to go to an armbar right here. And right here he's got him in a situation where if he'd pull back on that arm, he's got leverage. But see, he lets him out, and
He don't have the strength.
That's an experience advantage for Noah Richards. And every time Noah Richards does something, if you watch, he's always looking for leverage. If you saw when he took Bobby over right there, he got his leg into the back of Bobby Dark's leg, and it caused Bobby Dark to be off balance, which made it a lot easier for him to be able to take Bobby over. I mean, that's experience.
I would say another small, well, very large thing that's thrown Bobby Dark off balance is fear.
I don't think he's afraid of Noah Richards.
If he had some sense, he would be.
And a big back body drop from Bobby Dark, and Noah Richards reeling right here just a little bit, John.
I thought he was going to throw him out of the ring.
And what's he got right here? Forearms to the back. And he better hurry up and capitalize, because those forearms aren't going to keep Noah Richards down long.
No.
And looks like Noah's already regained his wits, and he's
Oh, he got him up for scoop slams.
Scoop slams him,
Big
and a leg drop. Yes, sir. He's
going up. He's going up.
Yep. What's he going to do right here? Fist drop time. Yes, sir. There it is. And that's his move, John.
3.
And Noah Richards, a victory this week right here on Era TV, John.
I just hope he didn't re-injure his hand on that fist drop.
Well, folks, we got some words from JJ Wendell. And, John, you might be interested
Oh, you don't
to
have
see
to
this.
show this.
Folks, we're going to be right back.
Okay, look, go ahead and take care of what I asked you about.
Yes,
Take care of the ring. Take care of the ring crew, okay?
All right.
And we're gonna shoot some commercials now, and just go ahead and
Okay.
keep up the good work, man.
All right.
Appreciate that.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, now, where do you want me at? We're
What do you think you're doing?
going to shoot a commercial
Why is Draven Lee still the champion?
because Draven Lee won.
Payne had his foot on the rope. You've seen the footage. Everybody's emailing you.
Don't care.
You don't care.
Don't care. We do not have instant replay. If we ever institute instant replay, I might care. We pay referees. Whatever that referee calls is the call. I don't care what I see. I don't care what you see.
This isn't about instant replay. This is about fair. He had his foot on the rope. You saw it. You were out there.
Don't care. Referee didn't see it. Don't care.
Would you like to see Era Wrestling for free? All you have to do, head over to EraWrestling.com. Send us a question or comment, and if we read it on the air, you'll receive a free admission to an Era event. Head on over to EraWrestling.com now.
All right, welcome back, everybody, and you guys at home seeing the footage. You weren't very happy.
I would have been happier if we didn't even show that. But I'm glad we did, to be honest. Now that people know what JJ Wendell's like, you cannot honestly stand there and agree with everything he said.
Well, no, I'm not saying that, but I mean, you do have to respect the fact that the man's took a position. I'm not going to reverse the referee's decision. And I just tell you, John, the way it is, he is the president, and you don't have to like it, but you will have to live with it. So will pain.
It's all about fairness, and he threw that out the window.
You know, if I was the president right now, honestly, I would probably hold the belt up. But I'm not the president. I'd let them have another match, see what they could do, see if they can get a winner out of it. But I'm not the president.
See, I love that idea. That way Payne can be 3-time era television champion.
Well, I mean, but we're hosts. And
Here's what worries me. I'm worried that tonight's main event is for the title. And I'm worried that before JJ gets a chance to come to his senses and does something that he should do, Draven might wind up losing that title.
going in there against the Deathstalker, it is very, very possible that he will.
And Deathstalker actually has James Cole in his corner. Now, that might be a huge advantage. Now,
We've
not
seen
saying
before that it's not always.
no, but it can be. See now, Paul Buchanan, yeah, he's a manager. He has plenty of experience doing it. He's led a lot of people to victories. But is he going to be able to get physically involved the same way James Cole could if need to?
Well, obviously not. I mean,
If you were walking down a dark alley and Paul Buchanan was standing there, you're not going to be very terrified. Not nearly as much as James Cole. Right?
I don't know that I'd be that terrified. James Cole is there either. But terrified is probably a bad word
Well,
to use.
you might have Deathstalker with
Now, are you saying I would be more threatened by a wrestler than I would a manager?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, you got a good point.
I just don't know how that's going to play out.
Well, I'll just tell you, man, it's gonna come out in the wash just like everything else does, and once again, we're gonna have to live with it because Mr. Windell says it has to be that way. But
I don't like the fact that Draven Lee is defending the title.
well, I don't know that he is. I said at the top of the program, I've not been told that that's the case.
I don't know either.
It could very well be that he's defending the belt.
I just don't like the fact that they're calling him a champion.
Well, we don't have to like it.
Let's look at what happened. Let's actually show the people some stills of what happened here.
Well, I think we actually got a couple angles of this. We're going to go ahead and show it to you folks.
What happened here is you got Draven Lee coming off the top with his crossed body. He got the pin, but the entire count, Payne's foot was on the rope.
Well, I'm not going to dispute it. I mean, you can see it as clear as day right here on the steel. I mean, I am not disputing it. I don't think JJ Wendell is even disputing it.
No,
All he's saying is, and if you look at it right here, you can see the referee makes the count and never looks up. And I mean, the thing about it is, that happens. That's not an unheard of thing. I mean, that's actually pretty common. It's not the first time we've seen that in wrestling. We've even seen that here in air wrestling just a few weeks back. A referee missing a guy's foot on the ropes right here on TV. If you remember Ron Sexton getting that big win
yeah,
with his feet on the ropes. So it happens, and it's not anybody's fault. It's not the referee's fault.
But JJ Wendell should not allow a title to change hands under circumstances like that.
Well, you know, the thing about it is, folks, write us, airwrestling.com, Facebook, Twitter. give us your opinion on it. We'd like to know your opinion, but if you agree with John here, or even if you don't, write us and let us know. But we got a match getting ready to take place right now, John. We're going to go ahead and take you guys up to the ring.
This makes me sick.
What are you talking about?
Draven Lee out here as the champion.
Well, we got Draven Lee taking on the Deathstalker. Now, I would assume that this will be Draven Lee's first title defense. I don't know.
That's stupid. He shouldn't even be the champion.
Well, he won.
You saw
I
Payne's
did
foot
see it,
on
man.
the rope.
I'm not going to disagree with you. I hate saying that, but Payne's definitely got a case on that I think the office should look at. But
And you saw what JJ Wendell said about it. He didn't care.
yeah, I seen it. But here you see Draven Lee implementing a good strategy in this match to stay away from the Deathstalker.
Just seeing his stupid face makes me mad.
Draven Lee?
Yes,
So what you're saying, you're rooting for the Deathstalker in this
I
match?
am. I'm actually rooting for Deathstalker.
Well, I'll tell you what, you might have picked a winner because, man alive, did he ever show he's got the strength advantage right there. But, you know, the thing about it is, Draven Lee, you know, I'm sure that he doesn't want to win the belt that way either.
If he doesn't want it, hand it back to Payne. To give it back to him. He knows that's the right thing to do.
Well, I'll just be honest with you. I agree with you. But the problem with that is, did Payne hand it back whenever he won it against David Michaels the first time when he, hit him with a cane? I think it was your cane.
I don't recall.
I didn't figure you would. But, you know, countless times, Payne has defended and won that television championship what I would describe as underhanded means.
Are you saying?
And he's never come into the office.
Are
and
you
said,
saying two wrongs make a right?
No, I'm not saying that. As a matter of fact, I just got through saying earlier, I agree with you. But it sounds a little bit redundant to me for you to be coming out here week after week.
I hope he was right here.
You come out here week after week and you want to gripe about one instance that happened. But when this same stuff's going on with Payne, every time we see him, it's okay.
Maybe I'm growing as a person.
Yeah.
Think about that.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's a bad situation, and I do think, like I said, the office needs to look at that. I understand what Mr. Wendell said. There's no instant replay in wrestling, and the referee's decision's ultimately the final decision. But it is a bad situation.
I hope Deathstalker snaps his spine in half right here.
Well, he's definitely trying. There's no doubt about that. And Draven Lee's he's in a bad situation. You know, I really don't know how this match is being looked at. I'm assuming that this is a title defense. But man, did Draven Lee ever? He got a raw deal for the Deathstalker to be his first title defense.
I think it fits.
And there you see a drop kick.
It took two of them to put him down, and all that did was to make him mad.
And a clothesline, that didn't have any effect either. And I don't think the other drop kick had much of an effect, to be honest with you.
Just lost his balance.
And double axe handle, no effect once again. And Deathstalker just looks like he just keeps getting madder and madder. And Draven Lee, man, abandoned the drop kick. It ain't working.
He's going for a roll up.
Yeah, he's going to try to roll him up right here, and that ain't going to work either. And I'm going to tell you something. Deathstalker, he seems like he's a little upset too. You know, Deathstalker's got several opportunities to be the television champion, or to at least put himself in a position to be a television champion.
Well, look at this. Draven Lee beat the Deathstalker to become the #1 contender for the television championship.
Right, and well, there you see a pretty good strategy by Draven to take Deathstalker's knee out from under.
I'm sure Deathstalker is remembering that. He's remembering that Draven Lee is the reason he did not get a title shot.
Well, I would say focus is probably the reason that he didn't get a title shot. Kind of blew it.
Draven's trying to hyperextend Deathstalker's leg, and it's a smart
Well,
strategy, but there's another foot right there, and he
yeah,
just tasted of it.
yeah, he eat it big time right there, and he's got no choice but to break that hold, John. Draven Lee, he looks extremely tired in this match. He doesn't seem to be as nimble as what he usually is.
I think he's still feeling the effects from November 10th.
Well, I don't doubt it. But jumping out of the frying pan into the fire here, going from pain to Deathstalker a little bit.
I hope Deathstalker beats the makeup off his face.
Well, he continues to go after this knee, which is pretty much the only success he's had in this match thus far. I really do think that Draven Lee, well, I started to say he's starting to get the upper hand, but Deathstalker just had enough of it, I guess. He got tired of it.
The pain got the adrenaline going.
Well,
do you really need Deathstalker with his adrenaline pumped up?
Well, I would say no. I'm sure Mr. Cole on the outside would agree with that too. He don't want to have to deal with it either.
Yeah, at this point, James Cole is more or less a zookeeper, isn't he?
Well, it seems to be that.
Is he going for the crossbody here?
Looks like it. Well, he didn't. No,
he didn't get all of it.
No, it looked like he got a little off-centered right there. And, well, there you see a move that he won the television championship with and couldn't keep the Deathstalker down, of course, as we said.
He's beat Deathstalker with it before.
Yeah, of course, as we said, he didn't get it all right there. Kind of just basically hit him with just his legs, didn't he?
Yep.
So Draven's in some trouble right here, John, and he's going to have to...
And he's on the wrong side of the ring.
Yeah, that's what I was just getting ready to say. He's going to have to watch what he does out
Or,
here.
in my opinion, the right side of the ring.
There you go. There's what we were talking about.
That's
Cole
what I was looking forward to.
Coming in, getting a shot there. And, James Cole does not care much for Draven Lee either.
I'm glad. I'm glad there's many people out there that does not like Draven Lee.
And what's he got here? He's choking the man. And the referee, I think, may have caught him. I wish he'd just go ahead and throw him out of here.
Nah, he needs James Cole at ringside. He needs somebody to wrangle Deathstalker. Because Paul Buchanan's out of the country, somebody needs to do it.
Oh, man. Did you hear that? That was a hard shot to the back of Draven Lee.
We heard it, he felt it.
And Draven just looks like he is ready to go home and lay down. He is really, even when he showed up to work today, he really looked beat up, didn't he?
Yep, he did.
And here you see a big sidewalk slam. And Deathstalker might be right. That may be the end of it.
I hope it is.
Well, now you got...
Cole's telling him to pin him.
Yeah, he's telling him to pin him, and Deathstalker don't want him up there. And we've seen him do this before. Why is he so focused on Cole? Pin the man and beat him. And here he's getting out of the ring, John.
He's going after Cole. Why?
Well,
pin him.
We've seen him do this, but, well, here's Cole. He slipped there, and he's getting out of dodge.
Don't acknowledge Cole. Get in the ring and pin Draven Lee.
You've got a beaten Draven Lee in the middle of the ring. He can't even just barely move around. Man.
Deathstalker getting counted out.
Yeah, looks like he's going to get the count out again here this week. Paul Buchanan is going to be furious.
He can't retain the title this way.
Well, there you see Draven Lee winning by count out, folks. We are out of time. For John Diamond, I'm Daniel Terry. Join us next week, everybody.